Hello everyone, welcome to a new stream of Rawcember. We are super excited because today we are talking about the Star Tracker. And well, today I have with me to Dave. He's co-director at Monster and Monster. They are the creators of Star Tracker, and we are so happy to have you here, Dave. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm all right. It's starting to get into the festive spirit now, so that's
Yeah.
good. It's taken a while, but yes, a couple of days out and I'm almost there.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, Christmas is around the corner. So, what best present to talk about the future of Star Tracker? We know you guys have a lot of questions. We have been collecting them from social media, but you also can ask in the chat, and maybe we can like take a few minutes in the end, and Dave can like reply to them. So please feel free to use the chat. We are live on Twitch, we are live on YouTube, and yeah, we also have some, the trailer in case you haven't check it now. And just remember, we also are in the middle of Rawcember, which means you can donate if you want. We have a lot of cool things prepared for today, so yeah, what we are going to do is having a Q&A session, as I said. So, Dave, let's start with with some inspiration. So, this one is from Twitter. It says, "I get a Cowboy Bebop vibe from your game. Where did you draw inspiration for Star Tracker?"
Aha, yes. Lots of different inspiration, really. We've obviously been playing games for like decades now. We're not young whippersnappers, so
Yeah,
maybe not myself, but Dan started he started playing the original Elite back in the day, and
yeah,
I've been watching kind of those American style trucking films since I was a kid. Like there was a phase in the late 70s, early 80s where just so many Hollywood films had trucks and people running around in trucks and smuggling and doing all sorts of stuff. So
yeah,
that was kind of part of like our inspiration was those kind of things that we grew up on, such as the films
yeah,
and the games. And also music, we're both really into our music, and I think actually like the beginning of this project we were on our way to a small festival in England, a small kind of rock festival,
yeah.
and we had some classic rock on, and Star Trucker or Star Truckin' by Deep Purple came on, and we were like, this is
Mm-hmm.
a great song, we love this. And then we were like, hang on, we've been playing a lot of truck sim lately, we
Hmm.
we love space games, hang on, maybe there's something here. So we started to kind of like work towards that kind of thing. And then, yeah, you mentioned Cowboy Bebop earlier, and
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite shows of all time, I think. And there's an episode in that called Heavy Metal Queen, and I love
yeah,
that episode because it's got so much character and it's got some great little storytelling, and just kind of brings that kind of a sense of like kind of grounded, kind of not realism, but like everything in the Cowboy Bebop world kind of feels like it belongs, and there's a big working universe and stuff like that. So yeah, that was definitely like a big inspiration, and part of many things that came together to like kind of give us our kind of vibe.
yeah. That's really amazing. I didn't know the full story, but I do remember you share also some like books and some movies and music that inspired you guys when when you were like thinking about the Star Tracker and how the game was going to look in the future. So that's really interesting. We have that in the Star Tracker socials if you guys are curious, and that's really cool as well. So thank you, Dave. Let's start with some gameplay if you want. Let's see. So other tracker games have roads, traffic, directions, grade, etc. to make the whole in process fun and engaging. Will systems like these exist in the Star Tracker?
Yeah, some will. Obviously, space, it's quite difficult to do roads because you can go anywhere, especially when you've got kind of 6 degrees of freedom.
Yeah.
We have roads, and our roads are kind of like a kind of focal point. They help kind of bring you kind of nearer where you want to go and the objects you want to see and the interactions. But they also, like, the further into the galaxy you get, they're like your safe space. So if you go off road, you're going to be in debris fields. There's going to be junk.
Yep.
You're risking damage to cargo and rig. So we're kind of trying to balance it in a way that like the roads provide your kind of safe haven and focus. we have traffic, we have other vehicles, so you do get to
Mm-hmm.
kind of like deal with like little traffic jams and stuff like that.
Yep.
Um, what else was in that one? I can't remember. There was something else, wasn't there?
Like roads, traffic, directions, grade.
Oh
That's
yeah, directions. Yeah, we've tried to make sure all our kind of like road signs and stuff are kind of appropriate and
yeah.
kind of give you hints on where you want to go. We haven't tried it yet. In theory, you could play without any kind of HUD
Yeah.
and learn your way and
Mhm.
use the maps and things like that. So yeah, you're going to need those road signs if you want to do that.
Yeah. For me, which I need like I usually get lost in the games. I feel like I need a guide, just not to get lost in the middle of a space. So that's really really great. Okay. Next one. Will there be any game over type of situations? Like for example, if your truck is damaged and won't work, and you have no funds to repair, like what happens if that
Yeah,
if that's the
that's
situation?
quite an interesting one
Mm-hmm.
actually. So we're kind of trying to give options to players. We initially had very definitive kind of you out of there, you're dead, blah blah blah.
Yep.
What we've been gradually adding and we're experimenting with is we have a system where you can be recovered. So you don't necessarily have to die if you're in space and you're out of oxygen. We can basically kind of spawn you back at a service station where someone's kind of found you out in the middle of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
helped get you back, and you've possibly been charged a lot of money for it. So
Yeah.
ideally, you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
We're hoping that we can kind of expose some of this stuff to like players, so they can have an option of like, okay, I definitely want to die if I run out of air because that feels more realistic.
Yeah.
Some people we had someone at Gamescom that just panicked when they were in their spacesuit and floating around, and we were like, okay, it's
Yeah.
all right, you're not really going to die. So like we'll try and make sure that we cater for people that kind of don't want just an immediate game over just because they've done something very silly.
Yeah.
So hopefully there'll be like a range of options um, to give that kind of flexibility around like end game scenarios.
Yeah.
I think the only way at the moment you can properly game over is if you're so far into debt and you've been into debt for so long that the bank basically will repossess your truck and then you
Yeah.
have no truck. So you're gonna have to start again in that case.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, perfect. So there's another one. It says while docked, do stations have interiors where you like can walk around?
We don't at the moment. At the moment, you dock and you kind of go into a more kind of structured kind of sim menu system kind of
Yeah.
thing. It's one of those things like if we do well, it's something we could expand upon. We'd love to be able to walk around space stations. We just don't have Star Citizen money,
Yeah.
so we're doing what we can with what we've got, and we're focusing on like the driving and the trucking and the maintaining of your truck. So, but yes, it's something we'd love to do in the future, but it's not currently on the cards.
Okay, perfect. Next one. So, are there different cargo types that require special driving?
Oh, I lost your end bit there.
Oh, sorry,
Special
sorry, sorry.
driving.
Sorry, sorry. Let me repeat. It's fine, it's fine. Are there different cargo types that require special driving?
Ah, okay. So yeah, we have different cargo types.
Mm-hmm.
As you kind of progress, you earn skill points, you unlock certifications, and your certifications kind of unlock new jobs, and the jobs are
Yeah,
related to your cargo and what you tow. So I don't think there's anything kind of like completely crazy out there, like nothing you wouldn't have experienced in other trucking games.
yeah.
But for example, like if you are taking a job that's um, a heavy load,
Mm-hmm.
that's the tonnage on that load is going to be so high, your acceleration is going to be down. It's
Mm,
going to be very hard to stop. Your turning
right.
is going to be slightly awkward. You're going to, in space, you're going to drift. You're going to have
Yeah.
to, you're going to have to really pay attention to how you take corners and maneuver your truck through, debris and other areas.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, and you'll be able to level up how many trailers you've got behind you. And the moment you've got more than one trailer, that'll change kind of the feel and the
Yeah.
style of driving, and more difficult to like slide into little areas where you've got to park and stuff like that. So yeah, I think we're hoping that like the different cargo types do help change your driving style a bit. Um, stuff like, what was the other thing? If you've got a cargo that's quite sensitive to heat, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to be a bit wary of driving past the sun. Um,
Yeah, exactly.
so that's a bit more around route planning, but
Hmm.
it does change your approach to taking a job, I guess.
It is really amazing to see all the kind of situations you have to have in mind. Just when you're driving. I didn't think about that, and it's really really cool. And also, I think it makes the game more realistic. So great, great. So let's see. Will there be places to land on planets?
This probably goes back to my Star Citizen quote.
Yeah.
If we had $1 billion, yes, we'd do that. But no, no, there's no planets in this. This is all space stations, outposts. Um, you kind of drift near planets, I guess. Like
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think in our trailer we show off Atlas Prime, which is kind of a very upper echelons. There you go. You can just see it in the stream here. That's as close as you're going to get. You're not going to land. It's all about your trucks and your trucking for us.
Let's track then. Okay. For me, it's amazing. Okay, next one. Will there be other types of traffic? I think you already mentioned something, but other than the trucks, like AI cars riding the space highways, changing positions, maybe even cutting off trackers, or a space fast pulling folk over for speeding.
So we've got drones. We have our trucks, obviously, and there's lots of NPC trucks going about their day job.
Yeah.
We also have drones, and there's multiple types of drones. There's some that they kind of have their own jobs, I guess. Like some are there to like fix infrastructure and weld and make sure like all the kind of platforms are like in good condition. We've got some that are transporting like smaller goods. They're all quite local to the sector, and they'll move bits and pieces around. Um, and then we've also got security drones. So they're still being kind of worked on at the moment, but you can get stopped by security if you've got dodgy things in the back of your truck, and you get caught with them at a certain place. They're going to be like, "Hey, bad. You shouldn't be hauling that through here." So
Yeah.
they'll give you a little scan and tell you off and give you a fine and confiscate your goods. So yeah, that's kind of the extent of the traffic at the moment. Like as we kind of proceed and like after launch, we'll hopefully add more vehicles and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're hopeful we'll get some more stuff in. I still really want to get a space bus in, um, some kind of like Greyhound style, like American big retro
Mm.
bus that can take like hundreds of people to places. But yes, it's
Yeah.
yeah, a bit down the list on our priorities at the moment as we try to finish up.
Yeah, of course, the priority is releasing the game, and obviously this will come maybe in the future. So I totally totally understand. So here's another question for you, Dave. So any weather or meteor showers in a Star Tracker?
I think we've teased a little bit of that. So
Mm-hmm.
in the recent
In
trailer,
the
we
trailer,
had
yeah.
a very small section where you see the electric storms. So some sectors, yeah, you get a lot of electric charge, and this builds up, and the clouds appear, and if you drive through those, you're going to start, getting a lot of electric shocks, and there's only so much your truck can take before the electricity is going to kind of have a knock-on effect to electronics and stuff like that.
Yep.
So we have electrical storms, and we have a couple of other surprises in store, but I think we're saving them for the new year to show off. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some weather action going on.
Nice. Perfect. Okay, next one. Can you refuel while docked at the station without having to EVA?
Ah, that's quite a good one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in like playthroughs we've only shown us kind of going outside in the spacesuit with our kind of jerry can of fuel or whatever it is, and that's kind of supposed to be used as a last resort. Like you've got some in your truck just in case, like you're on the open road and you're nowhere near a gas station.
Yeah.
So you can refuel as well via gas stations. So we will have those. You'll be able to drive in and pay your money, get your fuel, be on your way. They're quite good for strategic planning. So
Mm-hmm.
you might be kind of like not really low on fuel, but if you make a stop now whilst on this job, it's probably going to save you in the long run.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's lots of kind of planning and kind of some slight meta stuff around like when to get fuel and when not, and how much to have in your truck.
Yeah, I remember this time when I played the demo and I tried to refuel while I was still, in the station, just after I docked, and I was like, why can't I refuel my truck? So obviously, I understand perfectly, but I won't do it again. I promise. Okay, next one. Let's go with customization. Will we like be able to customize and paint our own track?
Yes, well, to an extent. We're a small indie team. We've got limitations, but we have got a livery system. So
Mm-hmm.
we have a range of liveries that you can unlock via little challenges. They're like progression goals. And each of those liveries, you can, well, most of them will have multiple color schemes and
Yeah.
schemas, but you will be able to change the colors yourselves and the paint. What do you call it? Paint finish.
Yeah.
So whether you want metallic or matte or glossy, and some other bits and pieces that aren't particularly realistic but look cool.
Yeah.
So we'll have some of that in there. Um, but yes, we're hoping to have quite a range of liveries and styles and kind of initially at least we've been focusing on that kind of late 70s early 80s style,
Hmm.
pinstripes and nice kind of sweeps and stuff you kind of expect from those classic kind of truck designs.
Great. Nice. So this one is related to the other one. Not sure if you already say it, but it's basically asking if we will be able like to add skins with a company logo on the trucks.
So we have some built-in corporations, and if you focus on their jobs, you'll unlock their company outfit, like kind of schemes, I guess.
Yeah.
So we have some stuff like that. We don't have any like like personal customization yet, so you can't upload things yet. But it's something we've got in our
Hmm.
in our heads, and we've got some ideas around it for like beyond launch and stuff like that. Because it's one of the things that would be nice is to be able to like put your own logos on, really like kind of give yourself your own kind of style. But hopefully we've got enough choice at least initially that everyone will be quite happy with the selection.
Yes, amazing. Okay, more custom. In this case, the radio. Can we have like our own custom radio station, like that allows us to listen to our tunes with a radio filter on top?
I really want this to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but we've been looking into it. It's kind of like if you're spending like, dozens and dozens of hours in a game, you kind of want that. You get bored listening to as good as the soundtrack is.
Yeah.
You're going to want new music and stuff like that. So we're looking into it at the moment. There's a few technical things we've got to iron out, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we'll see. Like we'd love to get it in at launch. It might kind of slip just beyond, but we'd love to be able to allow at a bare minimum allow you to have like your own MP3s in a folder and read from those. And if we can kind of get it to work, we'd also like to be able to tap into some of these sim radio stations and stuff like that. There's some
Yeah.
fantastic stuff going on out there.
Yeah.
Like I know the truck simulator games have got like such a great fan base around their radio
Totally.
community, and all that stuff has just been so cool to listen to and enjoy. Like when I'm playing truck sim and stuff, I love switching them on. So
Yeah.
yes, we want to do it. It's just a case of when and whether we can get the tech worked out.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, let's jump to future plans. Will the game support different kind of controllers? Like, please tell me if I'm pronouncing this okay. Hotas, Horas. How do you pronounce this kind of
I've always said hot ass, but I might be wrong as
Hotas?
well. So no
Perfect.
one's told me any different yet.
Or
But
driving
yes,
wheels? Yeah, that's the question. Sorry.
yeah, no, the plan is to support definitely Hotas or however you pronounce it. So that's basically like joystick and throttle.
Okay.
So we did have it working quite a while ago. It stopped working, and now I'm trying to fix it again.
Yeah.
But yes, no, we'd love that. Like it's kind of a bit of an odd one because although we're a truck, to fly in 6 degrees of freedom, you really need that joystick to kind of do your like pitch and yaw and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the ideal way of driving the truck, is using that kind of setup. Driving wheels will or should work
Mm-hmm.
eventually. There's a bit of a question about how we get it to pitch up and down, because unlike a kind of kind of joystick or a yoke, you can't push forward and back. But there's definitely ways. Hopefully, you'll be able to bind your buttons and keys and things like that. So you should be able to get something set up nicely. But yeah, I'm looking forward to like getting it properly running with the flight sticks and throttles, and using that to like just truck on through.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, next one. This one is I've been seeing this question a lot, but basically, will the game have a multiplayer or cooperative mode in the future?
Unfortunately, at the moment, no. Like, being such a small team and
Yeah,
limited resources, like single player has been our focus,
yeah,
and kind of giving that kind of chilled experience. Like, we'd love to do multiplayer. Like, it just makes sense, like going on convoys with your friends.
yeah.
So, it might be one of those things. If everyone buys the game and everyone loves it and everyone wants more, we can afford at least
You know what
one
to
more
do,
developer,
guys.
and we can do it. But yes, so yeah. There we go. Like maybe Star Trekker 2.
Okay,
Uh,
perfect.
I don't know. Like it's one of those things. Like I know that like Truck Sim and a few other games have managed to like kind of work those kind of features in. It's never quite as easy as you imagine.
Yeah,
So
no, no, yeah.
it might be possible, but yeah, without like sufficient resources, I don't. I think we want to basically have the resources to do it justice. We don't want to do it like kind of
Yeah,
half-assed basically.
no, exactly, exactly. I agree, and I believe the community, like the Star Tracker community, is like they know you guys are working hard, and there's things to prioritize. When the game is launched, and they also know you guys are only two, so obviously you need to take care of other things before having this kind of versions in mind. So totally understandable for sure. Um, okay, this one, sorry, because this one is related and also one of the most commented ones on social media. But well, this way you guys can know what might happen in the future. Basically, are there any plans to implement a VR support even at a date? This looks awesome and so close to being set up for VR.
Potentially, it won't. It definitely won't. Again, I'm repeating myself a lot here. It won't be in at launch for sure. We did do some experiments initially when we were looking for like funding and getting the game off the ground. We did have a very, very early demo of it working in VR. Um, After that, obviously, like the game changed a bit, and it's now a much more sprawling thing with first-person interactions and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's possible. I can't say too much else because it's lots of complications around getting games of this kind of detail running in VR and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we are actively looking at, probably before the VR, is whether we can get some kind of eye tracking in, stuff like that. We know like a lot of flight sim players like using that kind of system to kind of glance around and like provide that kind of extra support when you're kind of driving. So there's a few things we're looking at. The VR is quite a big step. So that one's probably fairly down on the list. Again, unless someone wants to give us a big pile of Star Citizen cash.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'd love to do it. Like sitting in the cab suits it very nicely. But yeah, we'll probably focus on controller support and potentially some eye tracking first, I think.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay, we are finishing. So, two more questions. Will the game have a Steam demo soon?
I
People
think so.
is people
I
is
think
excited. People wants to
I think
play
that's the
it.
plan. I think early next year there'll be the demo available for people to mess around in and give us some feedback and tell us what you think. We're not entirely sure how much of the game will be in the demo
Mm-hmm.
because it's quite hard kind of bringing something together that's kind of constrained enough that it gives you a taste but doesn't kind of ruin the whole thing. And being such a kind of like kind of layered game with lots of kind of emergent gameplay, it's kind of tricky to kind of cordon things off and also teach you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be similar to like demos we've shown before, and I think on the stream at the moment it's playing my
Yes.
little playthrough from earlier. So you'll be able to experience like kind of the basics and a few things, and then yeah, hopefully get a good feel for what it's going to be like.
We are watching like actually a lot of details we haven't seen in like previous playthroughs because obviously you Dave you know what to show, so this is great. We are watching now the track exterior and the the space. This is so cool, and I know people in the chat is also excited. So okay, no
I
worries.
was trying really hard to not get hit by a drone there because if I'd got hit by that, it could have flung me a good distance away from the truck,
This
and then you have to like,
yeah.
and then you have to float back, and it takes a while.
This will happen to me for sure, like 100%. I also forget to reload my spacesuit sometimes. So, guys, please don't do it. Just don't be like me, and please take care of that stuff because it's super important. Okay, last one, and then we can go with the real time questions. I have seen some cool ones already, so. Will there be any Star Tracker merch, like 3D printed Star Tracker ship with movable components and cargo? Like people is super imaginative, so they and creative. So of course, what do you think, Dave?
I'd love to see some 3D models. Like we did, I
Yeah,
have actually got well, I begun working on one of those like kind of a 3D format that we could 3D print, but
yeah.
obviously like game dev took over and I didn't get time to finish it. But oh yeah, I'd love to see some stuff like that. Yeah, little toy trucks would be great. I think the only other thing is hats, and I think you guys have got some of those
Yeah.
over in Raw Fury.
Agree. Yeah, we have a giveaway, guys. You can check our social media on Twitter. Specifically, we have a giveaway to earn one of the two caps we are giving away, and actually Dave is wearing one of them. This is the white and green, which looks amazing, and there's another one which is full green, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah, I think it's green and gold. I
Oh,
think it's
right.
got like it's got kind of got more gold around the top.
That's it.
But they're all lovely embroidered styles, and also they are proper trucker caps. I don't know if you can see, but like trucker caps have
Oh, yeah, yeah.
mesh, and generally they have a big space for advertising because back in the day, companies used to give them out to truckers to promote their companies as they drove around the country.
All
So
right.
trucker caps actually had a literal promotional use back in the day, and
Yeah.
now they do again with a big logo. So yes.
That makes sense. It looks really, really cool. So if you guys want to have the chance to win one of them, I think we are gonna keep the giveaway until tomorrow. So I think it's a really cool present for Christmas, if you ask me. So, okay, let's go with the tweet chat. I have seen some cool comments before. Actually, late is usually on our streams, and he was the first one to say like, "Oh, I just noticed he's wearing a tracker cap." So, yeah, good eye, good eye. Blastsuit says this looks really fun. Let's see. Sorry for the pronunciation, guys. Ciegiro says, "Is it like a Eurotrack, but in a space? Like never played driving sims, but this one is interesting."
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of if you took Elite and Euro or American Trucker
Yeah.
Sim and kind of smooshed them together, maybe with a little bit of jalopy thrown in for good measure, if anyone's ever played that in the chat. So making sure you're maintaining and keeping things running. So yeah, a little bit of a few games, but at its core, it's very much truck simulator and earning your certifications, different cargo types, upgrading your truck, stuff like that.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, no one asked about the jobs. I think you guys did a great work, like showcasing that in the actual demo playthrough. But yeah, this question is from me. Like, what kind of jobs will we have on Star Tracker? I think it's really really cool. Maybe to talk about this, just maybe in a very general way.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hinted at it earlier, but we've definitely got things like, oversized, overweight. We've got multiple trailers. We've got
Oh, we are seeing the skill
just-in-time
tree right
jobs.
now, actually.
There
Perfect
we go.
timing.
We have just-in-time trailers, which are kind of like they're very good for like kind of planning. Like there's an optimal time to deliver it. If you turn up too early, the bay's not ready. If you turn up too late, they're going to be
Mm,
annoyed with you.
yeah.
And there's some other things like hazardous stuff and which is a bit more kind of stats based and like making sure you're not damaging things like
Mm,
fragile cargo stuff like that. So yeah, kind of the stuff you're used to, and a few extra bits and surprises thrown in. There might also be some special little jobs you have to do for people. We do have like NPC truckers that talk to you every now and then and have little like side quests. So
yeah.
we kind of use those to, I don't know, play with the formula, teach you concepts and things like that. And hopefully they'll kind of just, if you want to kind of feel a bit more like you're immersed in a trucking world, that they'll help with that. Likewise, you could just ignore them and do your trucking and be very sim
Yeah.
focused. So hopefully we've covered kind of both kind of styles that people want to play there.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Let's see, let's see. Some people were asking about the radio. We already about the radio and how it works. Let's see. How do you advise other trackers if the sound of the horn doesn't transmit in the space? Sorry.
So, I could talk a little bit about space audio actually,
Yeah.
because we've been working with a great couple of people over at a company called Laced, who have been doing our sound design and produced a lot of the music. And we we spoke to them, and one of the guys did
Really?
may I don't know if I'm allowed to say he might have worked on a very well-known space game, so he's well versed in
Okay.
space audio. And we asked him right at the beginning, "Do we do it scientifically proven no audio in space in a vacuum?" Blah blah blah. And he went, "Absolutely not. It's boring." He said they tried it once before and it just fell flat. So we do
Really?
have audio in space to an extent. Like we try not to push it too far, but without it, we did find that everything feels a bit empty and a bit weird. So
Yeah.
so yeah, we do have a space horn. So of course you can honk that, and it's kind of used in conjunction with scanning. So if you honk the horn, you basically fire your radar effectively,
Yeah.
and it will ping other vehicles and stuff. In fact, on the stream, it might be about to happen. You might see it. Um, so yeah, we do have stuff like that, and we do have a few spot effects where you want to hear thrusters. So basically, more the Star Wars style where you hear things and less of the I think what might not have had audio, Interstellar maybe that had a really good soundtrack. I don't know if you heard much outside in space, but
Yeah,
yeah.
not sure
So
actually. I have no idea. But yeah, it's a really good question. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
I can't remember what the original question was. I went off on one there. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. It was something about the horn and how to
Oh
advise
yeah,
other trackers. So
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. In
Uh,
terms of the CB radio, like you'll get opportunities to just pick up your CB, and it works a bit like Firewatch, where you hold down a button and you get
mhm.
your options, and you can talk to people, and you can use it to find out. You can ask about like if people know what the conditions are like in
Yeah.
other areas, and you might get some information that helps you and gets makes it a bit easier to plan your route.
Nice. Great, great. Okay. Let's see, Horas, whatever. Setups are a glory to behold. Frosty Donuts was just commenting that. Also, yeah, work. My flight to stick will see some love again. That's great. I wish Dennis Hopper will
Oh,
do a
so
cameo
do
in
we.
the game.
I had at one point I did have like a voice actor wish list if we had all the money in the world, and
Really?
he was definitely high up on there. We would have loved to have gotten Chris Christopherson out of retirement.
Yeah.
He's very retired now, but he was in the original Convoy film, and he's so good, and he'd have been great. And I think at one point I had Danny DeVito cast as someone, but
Oh,
obviously,
really?
in a fantasy world, like if I had all the money, I'd have cast all these great actors and would have had some great stuff going on. But
Yeah.
we have got like we haven't really announced who we've got, but we have got some fantastic VO people who've been doing a brilliant job, and I'm looking forward to people kind of hearing them and getting to know them all.
Great, great. Yeah, we just have listened a few like sentences from the the playthrough, and already look amazing. So I think yeah, I'm really excited about like listening to the full thing. I think you guys did a great job with that as well. Okay, let's see. Nice hat. The CB radio was going to offer some kind of community feeling, right? We talked about that recently.
What
Um,
was that?
like the CB radio was going to offer some kind of community feeling. That's the question.
Yeah. So I guess like it's kind of how you kind of feel part of the community, like the world community
Yeah.
of truckers and hauling, and you've effectively got 4 or 5 kind of truckers. They all have their specializations, so they're kind of good to like teach you things. We also have a character called GB or Galactic B, and
Yep.
she's kind of like how would you phrase it? She's kind of like the overseer. She's like
Okay. Yeah.
keeping an ear on the radio waves. She's kind of keeping tabs on what jobs are going on for who, and she's kind of like there to give you a bit of help and direction and make sure that no one's kind of doing anything naughty, I suppose.
Nice.
Um, so yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I have a friend that liked a lot Euro Tracker, so I would recommend her this game. When is the release date? Well, we already set 2024.
Next year,
Yeah,
sometime next year.
yes, indeed, indeed. Okay, best quote from EGX. Let's see. Someone said, I paid so much to a Star Citizen and it wasn't at all what I wanted. This, however, is exactly what I want. That's
Ah,
amazing. That's
that's
cool.
good. I mean, obviously, don't expect Star Citizen, but
No.
I mean, we're hopefully like we've tried to focus on specific areas, and we've tried to make something that's a bit more character, not necessarily character driven, but like it's more about you and your truck rather than like I don't know, like this crazy group of people over in this star system that have been waging war for 2,000 years. So it's kind of very it's kind of a more personal game. Like it's you and your truck and a few bespoke kind of NPCs
Mm-hmm.
doing your day job and kind of living that kind of trucking fantasy, star trucking fantasy, I guess.
Okay. Um, I'm reading some comments. So this is definitely my most anticipated Rafiri game. And good morning. Hello, Shania. Thank you so much. Looks pretty cool and reminds me to Futurama. This is the first time I hear reference to Futurama in the in all the time I have been working with the Star Trek. That's really cool.
Yeah, actually, it's my first time hearing that as well. But yeah, it's pretty spot on actually because they're a
Really?
delivery company, aren't they? So yeah, yeah, good spot. I mean, we're not quite as funny as that, but but yes, Futurama is excellent.
You and your track, a love story as old as time. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. Okay. I think that's all. People has been more quiet on YouTube, but Henry is there and he says, looks awesome. Will the game come out early access? No. Um,
I
and
think a lot of that stuff's still being kind of worked through. Like, ideally not. Ideally, we want to kind of just get it to a
yeah.
place that we're super happy with it, and people can just enjoy it for what it is, and then kind of take more of the approach of like truck sim games where
Yep.
if people want to keep playing it, we'll just keep updating it. We'll keep adding new stuff like new vehicles, new customizations, new job types. There's no end to what we could do. So yeah, we'll just have to see how next year goes, and yeah, and get a feel for how people how the demo goes and how you guys kind of play it and break it and what we need to focus on. That's the other problem. Like these kind of games that are so kind of open and kind of emergent, yeah, there's all sorts of chaos I imagine people are going to cause, or the world will cause. There's many a time where I think we've broken down, tried to fix our truck, and some little drone has kind of slightly misjudged and overtaken, like clipped us on the way through. So yeah, there's going to be some interesting stories to tell, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure about that as well. Okay, last question, and I will let you go, Dave. So this one is it's really fun. Will there be track racing, or is every delivery a race?
Ha. There's no literal racing, I guess, but yeah, I guess if you've got what's it called? There is one of them. One of them is basically do it super fast and you'll get a bonus. So
Oh,
yes, there will be definitely like some jobs that you get a nice extra bit of money if you do it fast. Um,
nice.
but if you cause lots of problems doing that, like hit lots of road signs and things, you'll probably get all that lovely bonus deducted because of
Well,
various like fines and fees and unprofessional conduct.
okay. I already see myself doing that, but not on purpose. I, I promise, just because I need to practice a lot. So yeah, maybe next time I can play with these hands. Today we are using videos, so you don't see my horrible skills, but maybe next stream we can play, or maybe Dave can play. Let's see how can we do that. But Dave, thank you so much for being here. Really excited to for the future of Star Tracker, and yeah, hope to see you in a future stream talking about the game and what's coming soon to this adventure.
Thank you very much. It's been great being here. I don't do Twitch streams very often, so I don't know if it's a rare treat for you guys, but like hopefully some of that's been useful. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining us on this little chat.
Thank you so much, Dave. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the stream just to do the giveaway. And yeah, see you soon. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here and asking a lot of questions. That's really, really great. We had a lot of, yeah, there's a giveaway. There's a giveaway, but there are two different giveaways. One of them, it's, the caps giveaway. That one is on Twitter, and we are going to announce the winners tomorrow. But we also have a different giveaway, which is the advent calendar for Rawcember. We do that every Thursday. So let's see, guys, if this time I do have luck, with the giveaway, because last time it wasn't working. So I'm afraid this happens again with the app. Let's see. I hope it's working today. I hope it's working. No worries, Lay. Thank you so much for being here and for asking questions. I really, really appreciate it. But you guys, do you hear me okay? Let's see. Let's reveal the advent calendar. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? It's here. What is going to be the game? What is going to be the game? Ha! Whispers of a Machine. Yay! It's a really cool game. So I'm really excited for you guys. I hope you all have good luck and get the game. So let's see. Please, Nightbot, please work. Don't make me the same thing you did last time. And if not, we are going to use like an online app to do this. No worries. Nightbot. Sorry. My pronunciation, it's tricking me, guys. My pronunciation. Nightbot. Bot. Please stop being like that. Bonk. Bug. uh, okay, let's see. Well, apparently, let me see. I'm going to check real quick. Okay, seems like it's working on Twitch because I see all the games. Sorry, oh my god, all the names. I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but maybe it's not working for. Oh, it is. No, but this is for. Wait. Give me a moment. Okay, what I'm going to do since I'm going to do like one giveaway, okay, for both Twitch and YouTube. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna check if all the names are here. I think so. Stop trolling! Stop trolling! You guys are going to remind me the night bat thing forever. Are you? Night honk. Yeah, I like to trash talk and I bought you. All the games. We are secret. Oh, the Raw Fury Gym. That's great. You entered just being in the chat, Katahashi. Is that how you pronounce your nick? Because I'm not sure. Good luck, everyone. I'm gonna wait a little bit just in case. I think you are all there. Let me check. Yeah, Katahashi, you are there. Yeah. Oh my god, this is working! I can't believe this. This is like a dream come true. Let's see. Good luck, everyone. Okay, let's roll. Random number. Let's roll, people. Let's roll. Woo, Nightbot working is a dream. It is. So do I have to put one here? No, it's here. Waiting for a winner. Let's go. Drop your numbers. Kubus! Kubus won the giveaway! Congrats! Yay! You got Whispers of a Machine. The best way to do this. Are you already on Raw Fury's Discord? If not, I really encourage you to follow us there. And if you can write in the general chat or the Star Tracker chat, I will make sure to send you a message with the code. The machine whispered to me. That's great. Yeah. Congrats! Yay! Best Christmas present. Thank you so much, guys, for participating. That's really, really good. Stop trolling, please. Oh my god. I'm completely sure. I'm 100% sure you already made a clip, or if not, you are going to do it now because you want to troll me. At least this time the night bot, it's working. Oh my god. Okay. Congrats again, Cubus. I don't know how's the pronunciation, but thank you so much, guys, for being here. Don't forget we have other giveaway on Twitter. You can have the chance to win one of the 2 caps we are giving away. So all you have to do is maybe go into Raw Fury socials. You like the post, you retweet the post, and you follow the Star Tracker Twitter account or X account. Sorry, Twitter is now X. And if you do that, you will have the chance to win one of the cups. Okay, we are giving away two, so two winners. One with the green cap, and the other one with the white and green cap that Dave was wearing before. So that's all, people. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed the stream. I did, for sure. I had a really great time with talking to you and to Dave. So thank you. Yeah, happy Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, happy Reyes Magos. If you live in Spain, happy everything. I'm really happy because I'm going on vacation soon as well. So yes, yes, people, yes, let's play a lot of video games. That's the spirit of Christmas. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up, but see you guys, well, on January, because we are going on vacation, okay? But thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. Love y'all. Bye.